Everybody, welcome to another great episode of Real Life Matters. I have today coming on the show Caleigh Barker, and she is a artist, and she's going to be coming in, and she's here in Toronto. So welcome, Caleigh.
Hello, welcome. Thank you.
How are you?
I'm fantastic.
You look good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're in Toronto, right?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, I read in your part of your bio that you just came back from Cardi B's camp. How was that?
It was amazing. They had one down here just like a few months ago, and that was incredible. I got to work with a lot of different really talented artists, just trying to come up with different songs for her to possibly use, and fingers crossed. So that was really exciting. I mean, and it was really cool too that one of my computer was actually used in one of the studio rooms. So I have some of the sessions, and I've been like going over them, trying to learn from the other artists too that we were working with.
Yeah, and how long was that? How long was the actual?
It was just the night. It was just a really long night.
Oh, I thought you went for weeks or something. It was
No,
a night.
no. It was just a one night kind of thing. They had like 5 different studios,
Right.
and it was like hopping between all the different studios, trying to like come up with ideas and lay something down. Yeah.
So how long have you been doing music for?
Well, I've been doing music since I was 6 years old. I started playing then. But I've been doing music on a professional level. I just released my first single in June, and I've been sort of working up towards that for the past year and a half, 2 years about. And before that I went to a school just for like a certificate course for a year. So I guess when I started school would be when I first sort of started.
Okay, and what kind of genre of music do you do?
Everything, but mostly pop and a bit of R&B, and I make beats as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
I make sort of like hip hop beats as well as pop songs and rock and roll too.
Oh, that's good to go rock and roll.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Now, yeah, but I like
Sorry,
the fact that that you sing all different stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry?
My inspirations are from a whole bunch of different places, like my dad sort of grew me up on R&B and rock and roll and all the classics. So I go sort of my pop inspiration comes from there.
Oh, do you play musical instruments?
I play many. I play piano, guitar, ukulele. I play electric guitar, electric bass, and I can just do one little kick and snare on the drums.
Well, that's pretty rare because some people can't even play not one instrument. So
yeah,
but you had them at home, or did you go for lessons for that?
I have them at home. I started lessons for piano at 6, and then when I was about 13, my piano teacher went to work on a cruise ship. So I said, "Okay, guitar now." I started playing guitar again. Yeah, like okay, what's next? And then I started playing ukulele in university. I went to NYU for acting, but I sort of was secretly wanting to do music the whole time. And yeah, it wasn't so secret as it turns out.
So you just do music? Do you just do music, or do you do other stuff also?
I do. I mean, I still do acting. I did narration for an IMAX film, which was really cool. So that was a really interesting experience because I was in the same sort of booth as I am when I'm recording vocals, but there was no tone to it. And I also do photography. I do. I mean, it's mostly I do like background photography for music videos. So it's also just like an excuse to be on set and schmooze and meet people and get some really good candids of people. Because I'm not so much like I don't want to be in a studio taking your headshots, but I'll get the shot that you can use for your Instagram to be like, I'm shooting a music video today.
Wow. Well, that's really you're such an all-arounded. So what pays the bills? Like, do you do other stuff just beside, or you just focus on your whole music career?
Focus on music. I mean, I also just wrote a piece of music that is going to potentially be used for the end of an IMAX film as well.
Woo!
So like, yeah, so I've had my music used in a couple things, and I've done some podcast stuff, like instrumental things. So it
Wow.
pays sort of the bills.
Yeah.
I,
Well, you got to pay the bills because it's an
yes,
expensive industry. You
for
know, when you're in
sure.
acting music, you got to have some kind of funding or some kind of money coming
Yeah,
in, you know? And like a
yeah,
lot of people think that they could just, go out there, sing and do stuff, but the money's got to come somewhere because you got to pay for the videos, you got to pay
yeah.
for all the stuff, and then you got to pay for the studio if you got to go into the studio time. Like a lot of people think it's just easy. It's not.
Well, yeah. So for me, I rent a studio out twice a week. Like I run it, and so I also make money by I record other people. I help other people with their music. So I'm sort of using music to fund my music.
Well, but that's a good concept though.
Yeah,
That's really good. You know, you have a studio and you're helping the other artists record their music also, so that helps you pay for your career. So this
yeah,
is
and it
really
helps me grow too.
yes.
'Cause
Because
I'm
you see how
constantly
the
working with other people who are doing other kinds of things, and so I'm like, okay, now I get what you're doing, even though it's not what I'm doing, but I can use that to help me build. So it's actually like really rewarding.
so you released one song you said in June. What's the
In
name of that
June.
song that you did?
That song is called Treehouse.
Treehouse.
Yes.
Oh, so I guess we could show maybe that one because I know you don't have the video for your new one yet, which we'll get to that in a
No.
moment. So
Yes.
Treehouse, what's that about? How did that song came about?
Treehouse is a very cutesy song. It's like about that sort of first love and that like for me it's not said in the song, but for me it's like the next door neighbor that moved in when you were 6, and that was your first kiss and your first love and your first like sneaky love too,
And
and
you're in the treehouse.
yeah, it's like meet me by the treehouse. We can have some fun.
Well, some big people could take that note too.
Yeah.
This is real life matters, everybody. We talk it really real here. So,
Yeah.
so that song went in. Yeah, but you're having two releases and the new releases in the same year. Well, wow.
Yeah.
I guess
So
I guess the COVID and stuff.
I did Treehouse in June, and then I did one called With You mid-September, and then I've got a new one, Lonely Lover Man, coming end of this month on the 27th.
Yeah, and so the one that you released in September. Tell us a little bit about that one.
With You, that one's like it's about like it doesn't matter that we're both lonely. Like let's just spend the night together. Let's sort of forget all of our troubles. I mean, I guess yeah, a lot of mine are about rendezvous.
It's all kind of rendezvous. Let's spend the night together. Then you're gone with you.
Yes.
But then I like the last one, the song that you're going to be releasing this month in November 27th, 20, is the one that you said that it's a scorned man, and he became, because of this evil woman, he became a womanizer.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit, emphasize on that.
The Lonely Lover Man. It's sort of like, it's the way I sort of tell it is it's like a once upon a time kind of tale. And like I see it as like a fairy tale, but a bad fairy tale about a man who was wronged by a bad lady and decided to only be bad to women. And in the end, it's just really just been bad to himself because he's the lonely one at the end of the day.
Yeah, because he's the one that doesn't have anybody in the end.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
having,
he was going
having 20 women just means you have none.
Well, some people can relate. I guess some men can relate to that song if they really want to relate to it.
Yes.
Because, sometimes it's not even that makes these men be like a womanizer.
Oh, it's something. There's always something.
There's always a root to it.
Yes. And I thought this is a good way to call them out without calling them any bad words. You're a lonely lover man. It's like it's a smarter way. It's a more witty way to say
you're a lonely lover man. Well, we gotta use that one. Well, people out there listening, you gotta use that term when you're telling somebody off.
You're a lonely lover man.
You're a lonely lover by Caleigh Barker. So I know you don't have a thing. Can you sing a little bit of the just one phrase of the song?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Go ahead.
My mission when I gave you permission to make your incisions into my heart and into my soul, your soul. And I was told about your old tricks, who treated you like gold, like solid gold.
Woo! That sounds good. You remind a little bit of Adele. I guess, did anybody tell you that?
Yeah. I do get that. Thank you.
Yeah, because because you got that same kind of voice.
Yeah.
The pitch. That voice pitch. Well, that's good. So we got to tell, well, that's a really good tip. We got to tell people that you're lonely. Hey, you know what, people there that are listening, watching Real Life Matters, we got to do that tip. You are a lonely man. I got a lot of people who can tell that too.
Yeah. I know a few.
A few worldwide. We're not just talking in Toronto.
Oh no, not just the Toronto mans. There's many more.
Yeah, well, maybe what we'll do is play With You. You have that on YouTube, right?
Yep, I've got With You and Treehouse.
Yeah, whichever one you want us to feature, I can feature it for you and play it at the end, so people, they haven't heard that one. But I can't wait for the new one.
Huh? We'll do Treehouse.
Okay, do the Treehouse. Okay, so we'll play the Treehouse one on and just we'll play that out to go out for the interview.
Okay.
So what inspires you, or who inspires you to do what you do?
Many people. Adele is one of them. So that's good that you said that. Also, I love Amy Winehouse. Her life trajectory doesn't inspire me, but her artistry and her honesty definitely inspires me. I'm inspired by just everyday life, to be honest. Like in terms of not just artists, for me, it's like all about the honesty and a response to life. So all the songs that I've written are, for the most part, at least 75% like true, about something real and about how I really feel about it. And like Lonely Lover Man it's about a real guy. And
okay. Well, that song can relate to a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of men. A lot of men out there, even though they may not like the song because what you're saying about, but it's the truth.
But the guy I wrote it about, he said, "You're right." He agreed. He said I was right.
Wow. Wow.
So that was
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So what do you have any other stuff that you're going to be doing in the works for 2020, or are you going to release something in 2021?
2021, I'm going to be doing an EP. I'm projected for around spring, so I'm gonna have about 6 or 7 songs on there, and they're pretty much all finished, or at least all picked. And and then I'm gonna sort of, I guess I've got more than enough right now, so I've got to par them down, sort of pick the ones that are really the winners. Yeah, and I'm gonna also be doing a music video for Lonely Lover Man, which will probably come out the very beginning of January 2021.
Okay. So you're what you're doing now and what you're doing is really epic because, I guess with the COVID, a lot of people are, writing, and because you're inside, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? So I guess a lot of people have released their songs this year, even though they can't really go and perform them and have a release party they're doing that virtual thing, but a lot of people still don't understand it, sort of, right? So.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that the streams sort of build up enough momentum so that when I can perform, which I really hope is soon, I hope everyone keeps wearing their masks and keeps this thing down so we can get back out there and have like real life again, or at least as close to it as possible afterwards. So yeah, I'm just trying to build that momentum now while I have the time to, and I don't have to worry about all the other different things like performing, and I can just focus on making good music, releasing good music, and then eventually performing good music.
Yeah, but that's, it's really epic. So do you perform your songs by yourself solo, or do you have anybody else in your video?
Well, it's both. There's certain ones where it will definitely just be me, like Treehouse is just me. But for Lover Man, I want to have a band. I mean, because the song is actually a lot more acoustically based than it is digitally based. So I do have like a group of guys, like my best guy friends.
Yes.
And so I actually already have a band name for the
What's
band.
the band name? Tell us the band name. No,
My name's Caleigh, and then I go short for I go Kales. So it's Kales and the Mandem.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good one. And what instrument do you play in your band then when you do the band?
Piano, but mostly voice. Just like probably sing and then maybe a bit of guitar. It'll depend on the song, right?
Right.
How much I can dance at the same time.
Well, I love dancing too.
Yeah. The guitar, I gotta be able to do the swing thing over the shoulder. That's my next move to learn.
Right. And then what about who would you like to perform with?
Ooh, I would love to perform with John Mayer because he's just like so epic at guitar. And I bet I could make him fall in love with me and then leave him.
Wow. Well, is he sing? I thought I'd be single first.
Single enough.
Oh. Well, you might have to make a song. Make a song called "The Lonely Woman."
Yeah, exactly. Maybe the song is about me.
No, but it's good. So that's the only person that you really like to sing with.
No, there's several. I mean, I would love to perform with Van Morrison. He's like an old family favorite, and I love that. I would love to perform with the Black Keys, which is like a rock band.
Okay.
I'd also love to perform with like J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar and like do a song where like I'm singing and they're rapping. Those are probably my two favorites. Yeah.
So you like
Kendrick Lamar because he does like dramatic things, and I come from like an acting background, so we could do a whole like musical something.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of people doing that today. A lot of people are doing that fusion and the mix. How do you feel? What's your take on that? Like some of these people are doing the Afro beats fusion and
I think it's really important. I think it's really important to do collaborations and to do like genre crossovers. I'm all about that because I love so many different things, and there's always like a way for them to go together, you know, like so for me, I do a lot of like funk bass but lo-fi hip-hop drums but like piano ballad guitars.
Oh, okay.
Piano ballad chords like that I put together, and it sounds really cool together, but like it's not a genre yet, but it's a crossover of them. And I think it's really, you know, I think it was amazing when Kendrick did the jazz style album.
Right.
With How to Pimp a Butterfly. Like I thought that was incredible because no one had really done that in a while, because a lot of hip hop did come from like putting spoken word to a jazz beat back in the day. So, you know, I thought it seemed like it was a new thing, but it actually wasn't that new. So it's like almost bringing things back, you know, like.
Wow.
I think it's really amazing.
Well, people are seeing, now they're seeing you. Is there something, you do so many things and you're all arounded individual, and it's just like, wow, you know, I'm just like I can't even think, what is it that you want to do that you haven't done?
Perform on a big stage. That's the one.
Okay.
That's like I need to do that. I need that to happen, or at least like I'll perform on a big stage with no one in the audience. I'll just perform there, please, and everyone can watch online.
Well, I guess like you could ask someone to open up the studios or the performing arts or someplace, and you could just go in there by yourself.
Yeah, and watch it for me.
And let that be good. Okay, so what we're gonna do, and we got the if they they're in the studio, they found the song, so we're gonna go out with your treehouse.
Okay.
Everything is about love, and where's your social medias and stuff at?
Okay, so it's at Caleigh Barker on Instagram, CALEIGHBARKER. Follow me on there. I've got Facebook, just Caleigh Barker, and Spotify again. It's all the same. No crazy artist name, just me, my name. It's real. It's raw. It's live.
I like how you said that. No crazy artist name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going to send your music to my counterparts in the U.S. too. I'm going to send them so they can
Amazing.
play the
Thank you.
songs down there. Yeah, so I'll send it to them so they can you get some good radio play through them. So I'm going to do that. You're such an amazing individual. I guess a lot of people who see you don't realize that you do so much.
Yeah, well, thank you for noticing, and thank you for giving me the time to express that.
And I want you to come back, and I want you to come back on when you release the other song next year to tell us the date and what's happening. And I hope that you get to perform on the big stage that you want. But I do want to thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today and tell everybody out there that who you are. And now they're like, wow, they can book studio time. You probably can get people calling you and inboxing you about that there and on all the other stuff you do. So, that's, it was a real pleasure talking with you. Thanks. Big shout out to Sasha there. Sasha Soul.
Yes, thank you, Sasha.
Yes. All right. So everybody, thank you for tuning into Real Life Matters. Follow me, DBoss_1, Real Life Matters. Follow Caleigh Barker, and it was a great episode today. So bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
I knew from the moment we met that I'd never forget about you. First kiss in the middle of the field, making me feel pure bliss. Lazy summer days, sunset starts to fade as we roll one up to blaze. Caught up in a daze, I'm lost in your love maze, baby. Meet me by the treehouse, baby. We can have some fun. Come on over to my house later, and I'll sneak you in after 1. I wanna know where you go when it's late at night, when you close your eyes. What's in your dreams? Tell me about your fantasies, baby. I wanna know why it took so long to be in those arms where I belong for so long. On these lazy summer days, sunset starts to fade as we roll one up to blaze.